Much better.
Right, be careful what you're saying. Okay, everyone, and welcome to the Everyman's Wrestling Podcast. My name is Stephen Daly, and I'm joined once again, and always, I hope, to be joined with my two commentators, Simon Campbell and Brandon McLaren. Say hello, gentlemen.
Good evening, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
So, on this evening's episode, we will be talking about the Ruthless Aggression era. So that is the Ruthless Aggression era. And the Ruthless Aggression era started in 2003. And what happened with it was that a lot of the older stars started to leave WWE, such as your Stone Cold Steve Austin's, your Rocks, your Mankind's, your Undertakers. They all became less people within the storylines. And they became further back within the storylines. So, Vince McMahon decided they wanted to have a shake-up. So you got many of the new talents from FCW, from and other promotions to come into the ring, new people, and he cut a very good promo. It was basically what he said was, you have to be the guy. If you want to stand up, you have to push yourself forward. You have to have ruthless aggression. So, a couple of minutes later, Kurt Angle, Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it, Olympic gold medalist within amateur wrestling. He was standing in the ring, the world champ, and he said, who's going to be the one to come and face the world champ? And then music hit, the crowd was flat, and some good looking guy, well built, came out. No fanfare. Came into the ring, stands up to Angle, and Angle says, who the hell are you? And he says, I'm John Cena. And he goes, well, what have you got what no one else has? Cena takes a beat, stands back a little bit, and he says, ruthless aggression. And he shoots the half. He takes Cena down, puts him on his arse, punches the shit out of him. Sorry, we're no longer annoyed about shiitake mushrooms. We're no longer annoyed about the F-bombs. You didn't cancel us before. Go for it now. That's your warning. YouTube.
Oh, Jesus wept.
YouTube. That's your warning. Now, shoots a half, takes him down, kicks the crap out of him. Almost gets to 1, 2, 3. So close against the world champion. An unknown. Nobody knows who he is. Goes back to the locker room. The locker room leader, Mark Calloway, The Undertaker. He extends his hand to this young buck. And he says, what's your name, son? He says, I'm John Cena. He takes his hand. And within that, the ruthless aggression era is born. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our childhood. We started our proper wrestling fandom within the ruthless aggression era. For me, the best of all time, the greatest of all time, is one Jonathan Cena. This is when he was born. He said he was crap. He said he thought he failed in later life. But this was his big moment. He had some matches later on. Weren't good. He had no character. He had no persona. And it took one fabled night. It's story time, ladies and gentlemen. It took one fabled night. He was sitting in the back of the bus. He was about to get his pink slip papers. He was about to be told, John, it's about time you go down that road. Don't come back. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Yep.
And he heard some boys in the back freestyling. He thought, I can do that. Went to the back. It was Ron Killens, Road Dogg, Mark Calloway, Undertaker. I said, guys, can I join in? Yeah, why not, John? Go for it. All had a couple of brewskis. He spitted some lines. Everybody in that bus thought, that's some cool shit. What John didn't know, the front of the boss's daughter, Stephanie McMahon. He didn't know. A couple of days later, he thought he was going to get hauled to Vince's office. The big boss, the big heel at the time, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And he thought, I'm screwed. What can I do? That's when Steph, a compatriot of his, a confidant of his, the boss's daughter, said, John, I heard what you said on that bus. That freestyling stuff, really cool. Can you do that live? John said, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go for it. That's what he did. And the doctor of thugonomics was born. This is where this stuff came from. This is where it came word life. Greatest thugonomics. John Cena now is one of the most recognizable names within professional wrestling. And it started from Stephanie McMahon taking a chance on a young guy and thinking, I think he can do this. He came out. He won the US title with Big Show. Nobody thought he could do it. He won. Everyone starts getting behind him. He wins the World Championship against JBL. One of the greatest heels of all time. And do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This young man called Jonathan Cena is now considered the greatest of all time. He took over Ric Flair. Woo!
Whoa!
Most championships. So, gentlemen, do your worst. Beat that. Brandon, I give it to you, big boy. Go for it.
Oh man. How can you top John Cena? Never seen 17 Man, what a household name Cena was, I can't lie. Kind of a Cena fan, but I'm going to up you a little bit, and which is most arguably one of the best rivals of John Cena. I have two, but I'm going to lead
I know
into my
you're good. I
first
know
one.
you're good. I know you're good, and I love it. Bring it.
Take my story
The
time there, big man.
Boy, my story time's going to put your ass to sleep.
You're gonna dog walk that ass.
So, the man, in my opinion, who can challenge John Cena, who can probably maybe top John Cena. He is still doing it right now, probably one of the best in the business, third generation superstar, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. I'm sorry, guys.
100%.
Randy Orton, in my book, god damn, what a debut on SmackDown. Okay, ushered in from his daddy Cowboy Bob Orton, and then his grandfather Bob Orton Sr. But god damn, guys, you can't argue with this. Randy Orton, what a guy. What a guy. Coming to the business 2002, household name. Okay, the theme song when he debuted was not the best. He was young, he was athletic, he was everything that a man wanted to be at Randy Orton's age. But the moment, in my opinion, stands for Orton. Okay, he was IC champion in Evolution. He was the World Tag Team Champions with one Dave Batista, which we might cover later on. But then SummerSlam 2004 against Chris Benoit, the World Heavyweight Champion. Orton's going in as the underdog. He is going in, quite weird enough, as a face. Randy Orton, during the match, they go back and forth. Randy Orton out of nowhere, RKO, 1, 2, 3. At the age of 24, Randy Orton was the youngest world heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
Now,
100%.
the big gold title, may I add, the big gold belt, which, goddamn, I look good on Randy Orton. But go a couple years down the line, he has a lot of other feuds, has a lot of legend killer feuds. He takes out the likes of Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Dave Batista. Then he comes across one John Cena. John Cena unfortunately gets injured. He has to go to get pectoral surgery on his pec. Randy Orton versus Triple H at No Mercy. But Mr. McMahon comes down with the big swagger, the big Vince McMahon walk, and hands Randy Orton the WWE Championship, the one that John Cena created. He's handed it, and then he gets his ass kicked by Triple H. But at the end of the night, he is WWE champion. And he goes on for a magnificent run. He beats the likes of Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, so on and so forth. Then turn around to the Royal Rumble. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry, what a match that was. I could go on for ages here, but I'm going to try and cut it as short as I can. Randy Orton retains at the Royal Rumble, but out of nowhere, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do, 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 do. He returns, he wins the
A
Rumble.
wee Paul Heyman
on
bit
to
there.
WrestleMania. Goes on to WrestleMania.
Big match
to main
John,
event.
baby. Big match John.
But then Big Match John kind of gets his ass kicked. He goes on to the main event of WrestleMania 24 against Triple H and Randy Orton for the big gold spinner WWE Championship. And I'm sorry, guys. Randy Orton's theme song before it was voices, Burning My Light. God damn. What a guy. What an entrance. He goes on. He beats Orton beats Cena. He beats Triple H middle of the ring. Punt, kick to the head. 1, 2, 3. But then you look now at Randy Orton. Now he's got voices. You look back, and regardless of Randy Orton, heel or a face, he did it better as a heel. But the crowd reaction that Randy Orton gets every single night when he comes out, The fans love him, regardless of heel of a face. But you know what? 14-time world champ, pushing for the 15, 16, 17. He's got 3 more title runs to catch up to Cena. Is it possible? Hell yeah, it's possible. Will Orton take out more legends? Hell yeah, he will. But you know what? He is 3 punt kicks away from being the never seen 2-time champ. Boys, going up that. I'll give you back to Simon.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I can't top both of those because I'm both big fans of Randy Orton and John Cena. But one of my biggest that I really likes The Undertaker, like Stephen mentioned a wee minute ago when John Cena met Undertaker for the first time. Long time in the WWE, WWF. One of my all-time favorites. He was the longest reigning WrestleMania streak holder until unfortunately Brock Lesnar broke the streak. But the match
21
that
21. Yeah.
and I'm gonna go for me personally, Edge was one of the youngest talent as well. Started in the WWF with Christian Cage, which they are now a tag team in AEW, which we talked about in the previous episode. And their match at WrestleMania, in the Hell in a Cell, I was taken back by it. But there's been so many superstars that have come up in the Ruthless Aggression era. I couldn't give you my top 5 favorites because there's been so many that I like. But I would say personally, John Cena. Shout out to John Cena if you see this. You can't see me, son. But yeah, I think for me personally, the Attitude Era for me, when I watched, I was like, wow, there was more color as well. More
Gentlemen,
violence.
word of the day is color
Rawr.
by Simon Campbell, the Crusher.
But-
The Crusher of
Mr.
Hearts, ladies
I
and gentlemen.
love color Campbell.
but the thing is though, back in the Attitude Era though, not the Attitude, the Ruthless Aggression, there was a lot more violence though. I don't know if you boys agree with me on that.
Yeah.
There were so many
100%.
TLCs, Hell in a Cells,
TLC.
and there is one cage match that you cannot forget about is the only Elimination Chamber,
Mhm.
where that was when Eric Bischoff was the general manager of Monday Night Raw, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, we've done Hell in a Cell, we've done a steel cage. Let's do a cage match where nobody has ever seen before. It's a 15-ton steel cage from top to bottom with 6 competitors, 4 in the pods, 2 start it off, and in the first one, I think there was Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, I've forgotten the others, I'm afraid.
Doesn't matter who the combatants were. Doesn't matter who the combatants.
But yeah, the Hell in this the Elimination Chamber debuted in the Ruthless Aggression era. And at this point, I'm going to hand it back to my colleague, Steve O'Daly.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to Simon the Crusher Campbell, Crusher of Hearts and Crusher of Minds.
Oh, thank you. I've not heard that before.
I've said it before, the Crusher of Minds and the Crusher of Hearts. Take that from what you will. So,
No comment.
ladies and gentlemen, just to further on what Simon was saying, the Elimination Chamber. It was constructed and thought about by it was a team effort between Paul Levesque, Triple H, and Eric Bischoff, and they thought, let's make something truly hellacious. Let's make something. Let's make the title have something something meaningful. Let's bring hell, not Hell in the Cell. Let's make Hell in the Cell a little bit different. Let's put them in a big steel structure. It's about 2 miles of chain. No fake chain. Because I've heard wrestlers talking about it. And they say they're shit scared of this thing. They are shiitake mushroomed about this thing.
I mean, it was like 15 or 16 ton of steel.
I think it was like 2 miles of chain. And put some big pods, 4 pods on each corner. And they thought, let's make this elimination style. Make them earn the title.
Yeah.
So the Elimination Chamber was born. First one, instant classic. Shawn Michaels comes back from injury. Last 2 men, him and his old running mate, Triple H. Both of them have their signature moves. Both of them have their finishing moves. And very reminiscent of Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair in WrestleMania, I think it was 16 or 15, maybe.
I think it might have been 16, I think.
Super kick to the face, to his best friend. Pretty much says he loves him. Because that's what he said to Rick. He said, I'm sorry, I love you. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. The pop.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about the pop before. Go back. Cheeky little pluglet again. Go back. I just want to make you guys think for 1 second. You've mentioned Edge. You mentioned Christian. You haven't mentioned 2 tag teams. Who made them famous, boys?
Matt and Jeff, man. Matt and Jeff, come
Yeah.
on.
And
Delete.
Brother Devon! Get the table!
Tables.
Oh,
Tables.
either Dudley boys. I mean, they
WrestleMania 18.
they were an instant tag team from the get go.
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
The night that the Hardys, Christian and Edge, Team 3D, also known as the Dudleys, cemented their legacy as 3 of the best tag teams of all time. They had their forebears. They had the Bushwhackers. They had 2 of the 4 horsemen, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. They had Quake and Thunder, I think his name was. They had the Wild Samoans. These guys, they broke the mold
Mm.
in one match. And apparently they said before this match, they listened to the crowd coming in. Story time again, sorry. And they said, listen to this. Listen to the rumble. Listen to the chatter. This means something. We're all unknown. Nobody gives a shit about us. But by the end of this night, gentlemen, they will. This was a ladder match. This was the ladder match for the tag team titles. Edge and Christian, the Hardys, Team 3D, the Dudleys. Instant classic. They cooked the crap out of each other. They helped each other. And that spear from the ladder, Jeff Hardy's hanging onto the ladder. He's onto the title. He's hanging on the ladder. Everybody thinks he's going to grab the title. He's going to fall to the ground. Spear. Edge. It instantly becomes his signature move, his finishing move. From 25 feet in the air. Never been done again.
No.
Probably won't get done again because it was so fucking dangerous. Daredevils, originators. My God,
These guys done it, man.
that was Attitude Era. A couple more people I'll talk about. 1 second. I want to talk about Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this is a very sore subject for many wrestling fans and many pop culture fans. Chris Benoit was a Canadian wrestler. He was a family man. He loved his friends, loved his family, loved the crowd. Unfortunately, he loved the crowd too much. He chased the hug. He chased the crowd. He chased the pop.
Mm.
It's very sad within the entertainment business. It happens with many famous figures without wrestling. Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, others, Whitney Houston. The fame becomes too much. Unfortunately, for Chris, he got addicted to steroids. And steroids have after effects. They have mood inducing effects.
Yeah.
He just won the world title. He made his dream. He had the time with the fans, got the adulation from the fans. And unfortunately, he went home and he made unspeakable acts.
Mm.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to upset anyone.
Yeah.
It was some bad stuff. So just before that, though, the late great Eddie Guerrero.
Viva la Rasca.
I was actually going to bring that up there as well. Actually, to be honest, I mean,
I meant to do it the other way. I meant to do it the other way around. But
I
the
mean,
late great Eddie. Sorry, Simon, go for it, man.
I mean, Eddie Guerrero, one of my all-time favorites. Latina Heat, one of the best technical wrestlers that's been. Um, after what happened to Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit wasn't himself, to be honest. I mean, he lost not just a friend, but a family member because he thought as Eddie Guerrero as part of his family.
He was his best
Um,
friend.
yeah, and I watched an interview. Unfortunately, after Eddie died, they did like I was it like an hour before the show started, and they got all the superstars to talk about the memories of Eddie Guerrero, and you saw Chris Benoit. He couldn't talk. He was
Yeah.
he was crying so much. I mean, for me, what he did, a lot of people have got their thoughts on what happened, but there was a thing I saw on YouTube the other day. I think was it a couple of months after Chris Benoit passed. They did
Yeah.
like scans on his head.
Yeah. Yeah. I see you. I see you going. So sorry, Simon. Carry on.
Yeah, and it was basically all out of all the years of bashing heads or getting chair shots and stuff.
Yeah. So
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I can't remember the name of it, which is
uh,
really
CPD. So
that's it. Thank you.
um
I mean,
and
even footballers get it.
yeah,
Um,
footballers, American footballers get it. Unfortunately, it's a condition with blows to the head, and you kind of forget who you are. Unfortunately, and you it's very close to
yeah,
a situation and a condition known as MND, more neuron disease. It's the same sort of field there. And if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. I don't want to offend anyone. Um, but yeah, it's not good stuff. Um, and the lighter side of that is, yeah, Chris passed, Eddie passed slightly before him, but one of their best friends, one of their confidants, one of their fellow peers,
Master of the
Rey,
619, Rey Mysterio.
the biggest little man in wrestling, Rey Mysterio. He found his destiny. He won the Royal Rumble in 2006, and he won WrestleMania. This is a guy who is probably comparable size to me, and I'm not a big guy. Fucking more agile than I am.
You and your
By
shoddy
a lot
knees.
more, a lot quicker. Uh, if anybody knows me, I'm not the fastest. I can run for a long time, but I'm not very quick.
Runs to the pub, gentlemen and
So I,
ladies.
I can't I can't. That's why I wasn't playing sevens at the weekend at the mall sevens. Oh crap! I just gave away where I live, but everybody knows anyways.
Spoiler, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, I can't play sevens. I'm too slow. I'm a rugby player. If you guys don't know, I'm not a professional rugby player by any chance. Simon played rugby also, along with a local team. We're old school forwards. We hit and we take names.
True that.
And but Ray, one hell of an athlete. Still going there. He's probably about 50 now. But in
He's about
2016, wins the Rumble, wins the world title, gets his destiny, and he does it for his two best friends. I think that's really inspiring
100%.
100%, man.
for anyone. It's truly inspiring. So I'm going to finish this episode because undeniably and unwillingly, it's been quite emotional for the three of us because we didn't realize the way this was going to go. And
We went really deep into the emotions, man.
so,
I mean, yeah, it's.
oh,
I mean,
I'm gonna call. Sorry, Simon. Go for it, man.
I mean, this this part of the podcast wasn't planned.
No, not at all.
We basically just go with the flow.
So yeah, I'm gonna bring
What
it
a-
to a close now, guys, and I'm just gonna say, actually, I'm gonna bring it back to the whole mental health thing that we said on the last couple of episodes. If you find it hard to talk, it's all right. That's what your friends and your family are there for.
Yeah,
100%, man.
Take time. It sucks. It's shit. We've all been there. You have to have the bravery because it is a brave thing.
it is. Yeah,
Um, yeah, we France. We've all had our own stuff, our own shit.
demons and stuff like that. Yeah,
So if you can't find it to speak to your friends and your family, go and speak to a doctor. I know it sucks, and especially gentlemen, please. Like the three of us have all been there. It really sucks, but once you have someone to talk to, honestly, it does get better. So
I mean, for me, that suffers with mental health myself, and these boys know I
yeah,
suffer with mental health.
It's brutal, man.
yeah. So
Don't
we all have, we all have.
yeah, don't feel ashamed to talk to someone, or if you know, or if you know someone that's dealing with it, just be there for that person.
Oh,
And
mate,
it's
100% agree, man.
and it's like I said in the last episode at the end. Um, go back and watch that if you want. No, but if you know somebody that's going through struggles, just be there for that person. Don't brush them off.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's
100%, man.
it's also brave to be there for your friends and your family.
Yeah,
It's not just you. we're,
I'm sorry, boys. What I
we're not
didn't.
we're not getting paid by fucking NMD Scotland or NMD MND or any mental health charity. We just think this is something that has to get talked about.
100% agree with you, Steve. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to end it, right? But I just want to say this to everyone at home, right? Everyone watching live and not live, you can see the emotion in Simon's eyes. Goddamn, Steve's almost to tears speaking about this. Like, it's okay to speak about your feelings, ladies and gentlemen. It is honestly 100% okay. I'm surprised as probably the fans are where this is went tonight. But it just shows you we're all human at the end of the day. 100%, we're all human, and just wow, blown away from it myself. I'm kind of speechless. That's how I've not really said much, man. Like once we got into the whole Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, I was like, wow. But not in a bad
I
way,
didn't
though. Like not in a bad way.
I didn't think
But
that was going to happen.
I did not expect it to happen, ladies and gentlemen, either. But you know what? It's good to talk about it. Speak about your feelings, man. And you know what? Reach out, text somebody, call somebody, a doctor, a friend. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to confide in a friend or that, you can reach out to us as well on our platforms.
Absolutely. We've been
Yeah,
through it, guys. We've been through
100%.
it. Listen, we've been talking about reminiscing about wrestling. But wrestling is based on truth. Is based on storylines. It's the same sort of thing as there is in your soap operas or your films or whatever. It's based on truth stuff. So yeah, we were reminiscing about stuff that we saw when we were in our teens, and it brought back some sad memories, but it probably brought back some home truths as well. So
Oh,
that's
100%.
why we got a little bit emotional, and sorry for that. And if you think we're punks, then screw you, man. Um,
But,
Talking
but
mushrooms.
but the thing is, yeah, it's emotional because when I grew up, there was like names of like Eddie Guerrero, who was one of my all-time favorites, and I'm just reminiscing that.
yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of brought me to tears a wee bit because
All right.
Ed,
Okay. Okay. Side. Come on, man. We'll stop the pod now. We appreciate what you're saying, and I want to say, Simon, Brandon, thank you for the honesty, guys. It's been cool. If people are still watching, thank you. And if you want to reach out to us, that's awesome. Like we want you guys to engage. We want to make this channel bigger. Um, we really enjoy doing this shit. Sorry that it ended up a big ass fucking downer. um, but we love doing this stuff. So reach us on our socials. You got Spotify, YouTube, Insta, soon TikTok. We've got Facebook, YouTube, and it's all under. And not many companies can say this. It's all under our name. It's Everyman's Wrestling Podcast. He's been Brandon McLaren.
Sorry, I'm still speechless. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
He's Simon Campbell.
good night, God bless everybody.
And I'm Stephen Daly. So, everybody, wherever you're listening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Peace.